I'm coming up to a big anniversary in my game writing career, actually, even though this event actually happened before I started writing computer games. 5 years ago, September 25th, 2011, I keep a very good diary, so excuse me for all the detail. Somebody stole my laptop. I was working on my PhD at the time. I was working on a problem called Dodge Send elections, and there was a lot of code involved in something I was doing. And I had taken a break to go get some dinner and to also stop by the thrift store to see if there were any antique books. I had just started collecting antique books at the time. And I got back to my office. I was living in my office at the time. And I couldn't find my laptop. I had a backpack, and I didn't realize the laptop wasn't in there because of all the heavy objects in there. There were books, there were coins, and that's why I didn't realize until I got back to my office. So I frantically go to retrace my steps. I went back to the thrift store and back to the Wegmans where I had gotten my dinner, and I went back to the campus to see if it had been anywhere else because I wasn't sure if I even brought the laptop with me on my way out to get dinner and to go look at the thrift store. I called security at RIT, and the way the computers were set up, in order to use the Wi-Fi, you have to give a cell phone number to register the computer. So they were able to trace where the computer was last logged in. And it was kind of funny because it was logged into a place I had never been. And, I put an alert out so that the next time it was logged in, they could track it down and maybe go stop the guy or something. Well, obviously it's not as easy as it seems, but I gave it a shot anyway. And at this point, it was already 11 at night, and I really needed to catch up on something to show my advisor. And I go on Craigslist and see somebody who has a laptop for sale. And given that he's a student looking for quick cash, I offered him a good deal if I could just pick it up like right now, because I really needed to catch up on stuff. I go get the laptop, and I try to look for some backups. I had an online backup service, but I didn't back up for quite some time at this point. What had happened was that 3 weeks before this whole incident, I had met a girl at the Wegmans I regularly eat at. She works there, and she started the conversation with me. It was only the second girl ever to start a conversation with me. I've done some videos on the first girl ever to start the conversation with me. She was the second, and as a result, it kind of threw my routine just off, the charts. And as a result, a lot of things I do regularly just got thrown out the window. I probably forgot to take a shower a few times even. It was just awkward. Anyways, I had to redo a bunch of stuff, and in the process of doing so, I came up with an even bigger result. And I'm not going to talk too much detail about that because that's probably not going to be very interesting to many of my YouTube viewers. So I go to the meeting with my advisor, and I have big results. Everything would have looked good except that I hadn't slept all night. And my advisor was curious what was going on. She doesn't like it when I miss sleep, obviously. I didn't want to tell her that I had been stupid enough to both lose my laptop and forget to back stuff up. So I told her that I had been out with a girl all night. I wanted to give myself more credit than I really deserve. See, if I had been out with a girl all night and still came up with all these results, that would be really good, right? And unfortunately, she wasn't too happy. My advisor wasn't too happy about that either. I had to get some criticism either way. I think I got the less of it. So anyway, it turned out well. And the funny thing is, the result I got that night, scrambling on this idea, I'm still using for my computer games today, 5 years later. I started writing computer games later that year, in December actually, mostly because of what my PhD involved. There was a lot of similarities, and I was able to recycle a lot of code for that purpose. And it's funny because the girl that I had met at the Wegmans, she still works there. A lot of people I knew from that Wegmans still works at that Wegmans. A lot of good job security there. I know they probably don't pay very well, but and every year when I go back to Rochester, I make sure to stop by to talk to her. I don't think she's any kind of relationship material, but it was a good connection that I made toward the end of my time living in Rochester. Um, you have to understand, I had a crisis toward the midway through my PhD, which caused me to lose a lot of my friends and have to start over. So it was a good. It was not a bad friendship to develop. Thanks for watching.